Jim Jones gets on the Breakfast Club and he reacts to, we haven't really heard straight out of his mouth what he felt about Juelz Santana and the whole airport situation, you know, so he kind of broke it down. He said the day that happened, Cameron called me. Cameron's always playing. I thought he was playing. I said, stop playing. Then eventually it got serious. Now, he said, you know, he's got good lawyers. He's in, you know, he's locked down to one of the houses he has, but he has a studio in there, so he's staying busy. And, you know, he says this is pretty much putting a fire under him to put out more music and everything. But it's unfortunate because these are such heavy charges, you know, like, you know, he's restricted to his house. He can't travel at all, like, and he's facing big time. He's been indicted, you know what I mean? So anyways, and then they have the discussion on wasted talent because the title of Jim Jones's album is Wasted Talent. And it's like, did Juelz waste his talent? Now, I can't believe we're having this discussion. What is it, 2 years later now since I made the first video on that, and we thought Juelz was coming back. Let's get into this. This is Jordan Tower, JT News. Hit that bell, hit that subscribe button. Today, we're bringing you the artist Rip out of Hinesville, Georgia. This kid is actually talented. He's got his videos, all his links below. Make sure you go check him out. Honey Ridge Movement Volume 3 mixtape out now. And if you want to ads in the channel, jordantowermedia@gmail.com. Well, hopefully Juelz is able to travel and go on this Dipset tour that's coming up now to make some money for his family. And, you know, I don't want to see Juelz go to jail, but it's gonna be hard for him to avoid these charges. I mean, you were in an airport. There's different rules there. Bringing weapons to the airport is a big no-no. Something's going to happen, okay? Hopefully, now I know he has priors with other stuff, but hopefully they give him a year or two. He has to do a little bit of time, but hopefully, again, hopefully, he is able to come out of this on the top, you know, because he's taken, as Jim Jones points out during this interview, okay? So DJ Envy brought up a good point. He said, do you feel like Juelz Santana wasted his talent? That's a great point. Juelz Santana's last album was, if I'm correct, What the Game's Been Missing, right? Okay, maybe I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's around there. You know, he came out with From Me to You, right? Then he came out with, he had that Cook Crack series. Then 2005, What the Game's Been Missing. Now, you know, we got God Willing. Is that an album? That's 2013. Can't Feel My Face got leaked, 2008. He was supposed to do this whole album with Lil Wayne that never happened because of politics. Jay-Z was running Def Jam back around after 2005. Jay-Z went over to Def Jam. They didn't get, you know, Dipset and Def Jam didn't get along, kind of. Juelz just stopped producing. Like, and this is the thing. I used to be around Juelz around this time, like 06, 07. He was still cranking out music every night. This is what was baffling. You know what I mean? Like, he was cranking out music, right? But he wasn't dropping the music, right? And I know he was on Lean or something around this time, okay? Lil Wayne introduced him to that, and I think that was a big kryptonite for him, okay? Honestly. And then his studio got raided a little bit after that, like I think around 2010. I had stopped doing stuff with him around 2008 or 9. But around 2010 or so, he got his studio got raided. They took all his music. And I know that was a big blow to his whole, like, moving forward. Like, so he was just stagnated on hiatus, deep hiatus for a long time. And when you go on hiatus for that long, like, think about it. It's been over a decade since he's dropped a real album. A decade. Now, in 2016-17, I'd say, the end of 2016 into 17, seemed like he was coming back, you know. He dropped 2 records up in the studio getting blown. I did the intro on him without knowing. And it seemed like, okay, Juelz is getting back to it. You know, everyone will do a track with Juelz. Now, he's missing out on whole generations here. If he had come back in 2013 with God One and then came back again and again and again, think about it. Yo Gotti's kind of fizzling a little bit. Meek Mill is there, but like there's a whole new generation coming in now. You know, you got the Trippie Redd, 6ix9ines and all that. I don't know if they'll respect the Juelz like the generation prior. Now, Juelz, could he come back? Anybody can come back. If you put your mind to anything, you can come back. And was he wasted talent? I think he did waste an incredible talent. That Juelz is incredibly talented at rapping. Maybe so talented that he second guesses himself so much, you know, like he's so talented at, when you're so talented and something comes so easy, maybe you don't respect the talent so much. That's a good point. But anyways, I hope Juelz is able to drop some music before anything happens, and hopefully he stays out of jail, man. Like I hope. It's just that I'm just realistic at the same time where these are heavy charges. But anyways, guys, what do you guys think? This is Jordan Tower, JT News. Hit that bell, hit the subscribe button, and if you want to add some channels, jordantowermedia@gmail.com. Today, we're bringing you the artist Rip out of Hinesville, Georgia. This kid is actually talented. He's got his videos, all his links below. Make sure you go check him out. Honey Ridge Movement Volume 3 mixtape out now.